Howdy y'all. So exciting news today. We received a really cool package from Squatch, and really very kind note, and a couple of magnets. Dad's really loving the magnets. And the note reads, "Howdy fellas, I wanted to send a few vintage Caterpillar items for the channel. They could come in handy for projects or be left in new old stock time capsules. It's completely up to us and Lefty. P.S. If you make Dad clean any of the 70-year-old Cosmoline, tell him I apologize. Sincerely, Squatch." I don't know that we're going to pull off the Cosmoline on these heads. It's just too cool in the time capsule that they're in. But I did want to show you off. Here's one of them. Head assembly. I can't really tell. I think that's a military part number, quantity 1. So I got one of those there. I'm kind of like Squatch. I just can't bring myself to take these out of the packaging. It's just too cool that the way they are. And these are the heads for the pony motor right there. This is 5T, but same thing on 4G. And as well as that in the package, there are these, a 3B9068, and I knew what it was, and it kind of got the best of me, so I opened it up, because we are going to use these on Lefty. These are the little brass valves that go on the pony motor here. So we'll definitely be using those, and they are absolutely beautiful. Also in the original packaging. And along with all that, we've got a few tools. This is I believe the ejection pump tool. For working on the injection pump. And along with that, a 3B5861 Armstrong spud wrench. That's a 1.5 inches and an 1 5/8 3B1496 spud wrench. And those are also for working on the injectors, from my understanding. So those will come in super handy. And Dad, why don't you come over here and explain to everybody what this is? Because we know it well.
I know it very well. This is the throttle pedal for a lot of late 60s, early 70s into late 70s wheel loaders and other things. I got a few thousand hours with my right foot on this guy in a 950A, and I still remember the serial number, 81J4497, and probably got, I don't know, 7,000-8,000 hours of my right foot on this pedal. And as soon as Squatch pulled it out of the package, I knew instantly what it was. So this is a fine keepsake memento that's going up on a shelf somewhere as a remembrance of my time in 81J.
And Dad's almost in tears because you would not believe what this pedal means to us. And you can see here, I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but the paint's kind of worn on the back of that pedal. Why is that, Dad? We know.
Because that's how you shut the engine off. It would snap back to a detent to shut the fuel off to the engine.
Yep.
With your pedal.
And what were we doing with loaders? Strange thing Coloradans do with loaders.
We dig basements here with them. In fact, our last loader, Caterpillar actually modified with the gears for the 938Gs for our applications here for actually digging instead of just stockpile work. So that's why we have special loaders here.
Yep. And you and I both have tens of thousands of hours.
A few thousand, yeah.
I'd say more than that.
Well, we went through the 950, we went through a 936E, a 938F, and our last one was a 938G Series 2, which they're all good loaders.
They were. Dad liked the G, I liked the F.
And I liked the old 950A. That was a good machine.
And there was nothing like the sound of that engine in the E, the 936E.
Well, and the 950 had the same engine,
Yeah.
3304, 4-cylinder. But I got to tell you, in the old 950, I really got tired of the turbo whine. The air cleaner sat right behind you in the back window, and that turbocharger would drive you crazy after a while.
But
so.
we are also hard of hearing, probably because of those loaders.
Yeah, I'm sure it didn't help. So
That's a really cool package. Squatch, you made our day, and we are really looking forward to either displaying or using these parts on Lefty, and it's just been a wonderful thing to get in the mail, and a lot of good memories, especially with this pedal here. And while I got you out here, I was going to show you something I found on eBay. Not as much sentimental value. This is a 3B 3874. This is the track adjuster wrench. And yeah, I got one with 7U. This is the early model wrench that was for the RD4s and D4s. And it's kind of a tilted head as opposed to the straight wrench heads. And while we were out here with 5T, we thought that we'd give it a try. A viewer suggested that we could engage the pinion and try and turn the engine over, so we'll give that a try and see how it goes. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of mass to move through that.
I don't think that's gonna work.
See if the pony motor turns now.
Pony turns.
Yeah. Has it got compression?
Yeah, it does.
I say we pull this off sometime and pull the pump off the front and get in here and where we can get to it.
So the pony motor wouldn't turn the main engine over. It may either be stuck or it may just be that I couldn't give it enough energy to get it turned. But we'll get that pump off of here and try turning it over a little later. And we'll see what happens, where it goes from there. Dad's fallen in love with the wide stance of this tractor, so I'm afraid to say that this might be another project. But we'll see. We'll see where we go from there. I do want to thank you all for watching, and it's important to note that in this hobby we got to support each other, and that is something that Squatch has done for us, and we greatly appreciate it. I do want to thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and of course I'm going to put a link to Squatch's channel in the description down below. I'm sure that any of you that watch this channel already know about Squatch, but check him out if you don't.